Okay, so here we are, game 7. Um, Not a great keep, no justice influence for any of these cool things, and only 2 influence off that. So there's not really much worse in the way of influence we can be by redrawing. So we redraw and we get something a bit more interesting. We're on the play. So I think what we're going to do, we don't know what they're doing, so we sort of want to do this in case we hit something like a setback or an extract. We can do that on 3. There's the Stone Scud banner, which suggests aggression, possibly another screen deck, or it could just be straight up aggro Stone Scar charge deck. Both of which were pretty flat against. We're going to keep that because of the power. This kind of helps in a little bit against Stone Scar type decks, particularly the ones that do the screamy business. So we're going to do this. We hit that. We're really sitting on 7 influence, or 7 power, which means we could channel kind of soon, but I think what I really want is a bit more action. I want, like, essentially some 1-for-1s. Good 1-for-1s, like Feeding Time, or the... Okay, well that's basically harsh rule material in a couple of turns. So, okay, so this, what are we looking at here? So, Privilege is going to pick up our last 2 Justice Sigils. So, I think I'm just going to do that. He's got a fast Torch at 0 mana. Or something else fast at 0. Very likely just Torch. I don't expect he's playing something like Temper. Okay, so we're going to get hit for 4 here. I'm pretty happy for Harsh Rule to just take out all of that. So that's just going to happen. So I don't mind the old 3-for-1. That's one of the harder cards to deal with, just by virtue of the fact it's 2 units. We are going to strategize here, because I really want to gift next turn. That seems really, really good. We're going to toss one of these Justice Seekers back. I'm going to play this Crest of Cunning. And from that we see a Herald Song. Not really what I want. I mean, it does let me throw out additional power, which is good. Yeah, as such, I am actually going to keep that. So next time I'm going to gift. He's stuck at 2, which is a real shame for him. I am just going to play this and toss the gift at him.
The shadow is a gift.
I think that's just going to seal the game. There's the 0-cost Torch, and another Torch. Okay, so he is a screen back. That's going to put a bunch of stuff in his bin, which is kind of going to turn a bunch of things on for him. Not really an issue, not really something I want either, so it's not going to seal the game as much as I would have liked.
End of the road, friend.
That's just going to get feeding timed. No, it's just going to die because it got screamed, of course. So there's an assembly line, there's a queen. So he's thrown a scream out, essentially. So he's just playing off the top. That is really going to help the scream. So we are just going to Vengeance of the Crest nature. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to pass. So we're not rock solid at the moment. In fact, he's got a lot of things in his bin, basically turns on Dark Return Spring, which does not bode well for us. We've got one Shadow Sigil, which means we've still got 2 left in the deck. These 2 are not totally dead, but I'm still going to toss one out. I'd much rather be playing Seats instead, and I don't think they're going to really be of any use. It will pop that, but that's going to be a while off. So I'm still pretty happy to be tossing that out. I will be playing this to hold up, bring down.
End of the road, friend.
Yeah, so this is where it's still a problem. He still gets to play lots of big charge units, and Sabotage is really not cool here. So we're still really not in great shape. You can just keep picking up charge units and keep throwing them at us, and we just lose. That is really going to help, because that's just going to pick up Sword of the Sky King, and we're just going to go to town. So that, here it is. That's going to be our game plan. We're just basically hoping that he doesn't find a way to generate 8 damage on us in the next 3 turns. 2 turns. Because he's going to take 1 from the Nightfall, which is going to put him from a 2-turn clock to a 1-turn clock. And we are just going to toss this Sabotage back. We are never ever going to cast it. And we'll hold everything up. That crest, he needs a way to generate life. That's going to be 3 damage. Not super concerned. I am, just to save my blade a little bit, I'm going to do this. Which means he's stone dead. There it is. And there it is, that puts us to 6 and 1.